Hey friends, Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. I'm really excited. I know I say that a lot, but panning videos are just one of those videos I get really excited to film and everything. So I'm really excited to be doing a panning update. I think this is update, we're just like a month behind. I have no idea, honestly. So I will insert it and you will know by the title of this video. But before we get into this month's updates on the palettes, I do want to show you what last month's update looked like, so I'll insert that right now. I feel like I made pretty good progress. I feel like it went slow throughout the year, but I feel like we're at a good stage and we're at like a good point where I'm making pretty good progress, if I don't say so myself. And yeah, so let's just get right into this video. So of course, if you've missed any of the updates, they'll all be in the cards, and then I'll also try to link them down below, the playlist and everything. I've also done other panning videos, so you can check those out as well. I've done 3 years of pan that palettes and then just 2 years, counting 2 years, last year and this year, of project pans. So we're panning the Benefit. This is their 2015 cheekathon palettes. Then we also have the Too Faced The Power of Makeup palette, which is super exciting. I guess I'll go with the Too Faced Power of Makeup Nikki Tutorials palette for this update. I guess I'll start here and everything. Of course, I'll link the other updates, so I'm not gonna go super in depth with what I've used out. So first, just a brief I'm just gonna give you a brief like overview. So Mystic Hour and Wanted, I took out of the palette. That's why there's black X there. Ivy I used up in April, and then Irresistible I used up in May, and that's pretty much all you need to know with there. Now let's just move on from there. So the first shade is Sugar Coated, and Sugar Coated I haven't got like a ton of use out of it. Like I've been trying, it is a very pretty, just like pink shimmery champagne, I don't know, type color. And it is very gorgeous, and I do think it's very pretty, but I just don't get a whole lot of use out of it. I mean, I think there's like getting a dent in there, so that's good. I feel like I'm trying to use it more. I used it on my inner corners today for my eyeshadow look today, which I really like. If you want me to do like an IGTV makeup Monday video on it, let me know down below, which I've started on IGTV, by the way. I'm doing a makeup Monday, so I'm posting makeup related stuff every Monday on IGTV. So if you want to leave suggestions, leave them down below. You can also comment them on my last Instagram picture if you want. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting more use out of it. I feel like the dip is forming in it as I like touch it. I can really tell that it's really forming, and I feel like I will get more use out of it in the future, but as of right now nothing really happened with it, but that's kind of that. Frosted Gem, literally never get use out of this color. Like I feel like I'm never using it. I try to use it with my highlight to give it more of a tense look. If you mix it with any highlight, it kind of gives it a more intense look, but I just don't love that color. I don't use like silvery colors. I think I did when I first started doing makeup, when I seriously started wearing makeup, I was like 15. So I think I used colors like that back then, but now that's just not my makeup style. It's just not how I feel about makeup. Yeah, not a fan. But at the time, that was like the thing. I'm gonna try and incorporate it maybe with like as a lid color of something else, but as of right now, it's just not something I really love. Again, I already said I used up Irresistible. We're not gonna go into it. Now Painkiller. We are literally on the last limb with Painkiller. There's just a little bit across the top of it, and also in the corners there's a little bit of it. I'm honestly surprised that I didn't use it before this update. Like I'm surprised that just didn't happen. Like I don't know, like why, I don't know, but I use that color every day when I go to work. I mean, I don't work every day, but whenever I go to work, that's typically the makeup look I like to do, is just that, and then either just a highlight on my lid or just a light flush of color. It is literally almost there, like I said, just a little bit, literally you can hardly tell. So definitely by the next update that will be used up. I honestly think within the next couple days to the next week it will be used up, and that'll be fun when I finally use it up. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at Katiexobeauty, because I will be doing any panning type of update there soon. I will be definitely updating you very soon. So there's that. Makeup Chill, I've been trying to incorporate this back in my routine more, but this one honestly doesn't even have like any layers missing from it or anything like that. I feel like there's nothing really special about this color. It is very patchy in my opinion. I just don't really love it. But I want to try at least get a dent in with it. That's gonna be my major goal and everything with that, but not feeling it. Next is Wham Bam. Haven't really used this, haven't really got much of a dusting down with it. It's not a color I use because I don't do lots of colorful looks. I like to incorporate pops of color in my eyes, but this one is just, I don't know. It's not my favorite purple I've ever used. I have so many other purples I like. This one literally has barely any progress, so that's that. I'm gonna try and incorporate it in, even if I can do a pop color of it, but it's just such a terrible purple in my opinion. Not a fan. So next, I recently hit pan on this within the last couple days. It might have been 2 days ago. I don't know. From when I'm filming this, of course, but this is I Will Always Love You. This is one of the blushes. I finally hit pan on this. I was using this in my crease to kind of warm it up and everything, but I've also been using it on my cheeks recently. It's what I've been using since I've pretty much used up all the blushes in this palette. I've also been mixing it with another blush, which I'll get into in this video, but I really am happy with my pan in that. I feel like that's a decent pan, and I really can see this going so far. Like, I feel like I can really, it will be very easy to pan that blush. I actually really like it. It's sad that that one's being discontinued, or they are discontinued. It's very rare to find one of these blushes. Next is Justify My Love. Don't really love this color. It is a pretty hot pink color, but I'm just not like a huge fan with it. I just don't think it's like super amazing. Like, it's just not, I guess, my cup of tea. It's just not I'm not like a huge fan of it. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it. It's just a very obnoxious bright pink, which I don't love. A lot of times I will mix the two blushes, but for the most part, not a fan of that blush. So there's that. And Chocolate Soleil, I also use that in my crease and everything as a transition and everything to kind of just work with that other shade. And once I use a Painkiller, I will be using this in my crease like solely. I'm gonna start using that more to get a pan on it. I really like it. I'm using it as my bronzer today. I feel like it just looks really nice. It's very smooth, and this whole palette smells like chocolate, but I especially love the bronzer for that. I don't know why, but there is like maybe a dip in the center, so I'm really excited to find when I will actually hit pan on it, because I feel like we're getting there. It's really hard to see on camera, but I feel like it's definitely possible. We're definitely getting there with it, so it'll be interesting to find out when we will actually hit pan on it. Next is Champagne Truffle. I feel like there's a lot of scratches in it and just all these different like things. There's definitely no dents in it, but I've definitely scraped it up pretty well as to like using it. I also mixed that in with that sugar coated color in my inner corners to get that like nice highlights today. I also did my brow bone, but I did not want to accentuate it because my eyebrows need to be threaded like so bad. But this one, I just find that like there's definitely scratches in it. I definitely have confidence that I will use this and I will get more use out of it as I use it more. I do use it quite a bit, but just need to find that like time when I really use it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely can see progress with that coming very soon. And I just want to quickly go into my goals for each of these. Sugar coated, I want to definitely get more of a dip in the pan. I would love to hit a pan on it next month. I feel like it would be really cool if I came on here and I had a dip in that, as well as Champagne Truffle. I'd really like to see at least a dip in it, if not a pan. Definitely will have Painkiller panned up, so I know that like there's literally nothing left. So I want to have that pan, but I also know I'll have it panned. Frosted Gum, I just want to try and incorporate that, and I'm not going to set huge goals with it because I don't know, I just don't love that color, to be honest. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'd like to incorporate it more. Makeup and Chill, same thing. I'd like to incorporate more, at least try to use it. We'll see. And then Wham Bam, I want to experiment with. I want to see what I can do with that. I'm going to keep using I Will Always Love You, as well as Chocolate Soleil. I want to see like maybe a pan form in Chocolate Soleil, or even a dip, because I know it's dipping in the center. Gonna keep using and panning I Will Always Love You. I'll be curious to find out when I fully use it up. I want to incorporate Justify My Love, even though I hate that blush, and I want to keep using Champagne Truffle and stuff. So those are my goals for the Power of Makeup palette. I'm really excited to use this palette up, and I feel like we're at like, well, we're past the halfway mark, but for me it feels like the halfway mark. Okay, so next for this Benefit palette. So previously I had used up Dandelion and Rockateur, and I had to watch my other video to figure out, but I hadn't used up Coralista quite yet. I think I was almost there and I finally used up. It was a great day when that happened. I love that blush, but it was good to like kind of just like be done with it, and here we are with it, and I'm super excited that I finally used up and everything because it was a great summer blush, but I'm excited to move on to other things and stuff, so I used that up. Dallas I've been getting more use out of. I've been mixing it with my blush that I've been typically using in that other palette. I feel like there's nothing really happening with it, but I feel like if I mix it with that blush a lot more, I feel like maybe we can get at least a dip in there because I hated that blush. Like I told you so many times how much I hated them. I also mix it in with Hoola every once in a while, but I'm gonna try and mix it in as a blush kind of thing, which I did today, which I really like how it turned out. So there's that. And Hoola I've been using quite a bit as well. I try to like go between the Chocolate Soleil and Hoola. Hoola I have a big dip in. I have a big pan in, so I'm just seeing where it goes. I think I can definitely get that used up within the next couple months. I don't really know when, but that's what the dip and panning and that is looking like. We only have 2 left, so I'm super excited to find out when I will actually use these up. Basically my goal is just to keep using them. It's nothing like super extreme or anything like that. Just want to keep using them, seeing if I can get a pan in Dallas or even just a dip. I would be happy with a dip, a huge dip. I would be happy with that, like for sure. And on Hoola I just want to keep expanding it and using it, so that's that. And yeah, so that's kind of my goals and what I have planned for these and everything. Maybe I'll do like a makeup Monday on these and maybe use these for a makeup Monday. We'll see what I end up doing. But I hope you enjoyed this video of my panning update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below if you're panning anything this year, whether it's palette or whatever it is. Maybe it's a project pan. I definitely have had a lot of things happen with my project pan, so I definitely think I should be doing an update with it within the next couple weeks. I know it's kind of like an emergency almost update. It's not like time to be updating, but I think I'm gonna do an emergency update because a lot of stuff has happened. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I think I already said that, but that's okay. And be sure to let me know any summer videos I'd see next because summer is not over. I am not done with it, okay? And yeah, I will definitely be doing college related videos. If you have suggestions for that, please let me know down below because this video will most likely be going up early August. Oh, I hate the sound of that. I love July. I've come to the realization that July might be my favorite month. I just love it. I don't know why. It just feels like summer. I don't know. I need to talk about that in another video because I'm dragging this out. And please subscribe if you haven't already because I post videos every single week. I post beauty, lifestyle, a bunch of different things. I'm kind of like the randomized person on YouTube. I post pretty much a little bit of everything. That's just how I am. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.